Hey everyone, this is box 19 of Sylvia Kleindinst's collection, and my name's Jenny Taliadoris, and I'll be listing these items on my website, which is paperdollreview.com, as I have time. And right away I'm finding a Princess Diana paper doll book I've never seen before. And here's another one. I don't know if I can see the publisher here. World International Publishing. It's Great Britain. That's probably why I haven't seen it. So that's nice that Sylvia got a hold of this. So it's part coloring book, part paper doll book. Okay, this one is a golden western, Whitman western. That's the whole publishing group there. This has the style of a lot of the Barbie books of that era. I don't know if I can see the date on this. I can't tell from here. 86 maybe? I'm not sure. Oh, comes with a crown. You can be a princess too. Okay, and this is one by Tom of Royal Family of Great Britain. That's from Dover, and here is a paper doll book to commemorate the coronation of Queen Elizabeth. It seems like it's all intact, so it's part coloring book, part paper doll book. Okay, and then costumes on the back section here. There's probably some more costumes on this page. Yeah. And there's the back cover with the dolls. So that's in pretty good condition. And this is an artist I don't think I've heard of, J. Rooster, 1988. Let's see, is the doll right here? Oh, there's the doll. So this is Hedy Lamarr, and all done in black and white. Just to give you an idea there. And another one by the same artist of Betty Grable. Of course, in the 80s, most artists were simply working in black and white line art because color copying was really not available at that time. Or you had to go to an offset printer, and that was very expensive because you'd have to have lots of copies printed. So artists would work in black and white, or they'd hand color their own things. This is Marilyn Henry's paper doll book of the Jean doll, designed by Mel Odom. And though they don't look exactly like the Jean doll, Marilyn's idea was if Jean doll had come to life as a real actress, or like a real person, what would she look like? And so there's two versions of Jean. There are other characters, so I don't know if that's another character or just two versions of Jean. And then I believe all of the outfits are authentic from the doll. They all have names, so I'm going to say yes, she. drew from the actual outfits. Oh, I have this one. Well, Marilyn sent it to me. I had this doll in this outfit that Marilyn gave to me because she had it when she worked on this book, and I turned it over to Julie so she could have it as part of her doll collection. Oh, look, a little random donkey goes somewhere. And this is a Queen Holden reproduction by Shackman. Oh, I can set it free and give you a look. So a peekaboo cover, the dolls are punch out. This is a big book. Okay, here's another artist I'm not familiar with, Marie Bottini. Charles and Diana's Royal Tour, and that's a big packet, so I'm not going to go into all of that. This is a set by Joanna Anderton, another black and white set, which I'm going to keep in its envelope. Okay, back to the Royals. Oh my goodness, this is very nicely done. This is another British publication. Okay, just to give you a sampling here. Another Tom Tierney, Duke and Duchess of Windsor. So fashionable. Jim Howard included the Duke of Windsor in his 4 Famous Dandies paper doll book, which I believe we still have available on our website. Okay, here's a Norma Lu Meehan that was published by, oh look, a surprise insert, also by Norma Lu. Huh. Diana Ross. That's a fun surprise. And yeah, Sylvia probably got both of these at the same convention, 1996 Paper Doll Convention to be precise. So this is a Hobby House Press book. Norma Lu did a few books for them. This one's by Karen Prince, also by Hobby House Press from 1995. Front and back outfits. These are some of Donald Hendrick's Little Women sets. I'll just show you the, oh, here's one more. Let me show you the preview sheet. Oh, a Tom Sawyer. I don't think I've seen that one before. And Meg, I think we already saw Meg, didn't we? I will keep that in its envelope. So Bunty Comics, and there's a paper doll on the back. 1986, that's from. It's a Betsy McCall. So this indicates there's a paper doll in here. Shall we have a look? Well, look, that page is marked. Oh yeah, there it is. There's the paper doll. I was looking at the other side. So there's one, and let's see, there's another page marked. There's the other one. Dress me for school, then dress me for my birthday party at Sambo's. Great. I like this mailman scene here to join the club. And we're back in the Royals with kind of a caricature of Prince William. A little bit bonkers. A nice scene for putting the baby in different spots. He gets to drive a little car around. A lot of cute outfits, but these dolls are a little wackadoodle. Peggy Jo Rosamond, she and her exquisite artwork. This is a Shackman reproduction of a Queen Holden hairdo book. If I can get it out of the plastic, I will show it to you. Well, you don't necessarily think of hairdos when it comes to paper dolls, but look, there's lots of hair wigs. Oh, lots of wigs to put on your dolls. And the dolls are punch out on the back. This looks just like a magazine cover Sylvia set aside, and another collectible of Sylvia's. Oh, Sugar Plum Fairy by Sandy Vanderpool. This is Linda Horner from one of the conventions. Someone started coloring this Brenda Sneathen Maddox Alice in Wonderland. This is one of my paper doll books from my publishing company by Charlotte Watley. And there's even a little, some things tucked in here from when Sylvia purchased it. Now we've got a vintage book. This is all on lighter weight paper stock, and the dolls are not punch outs, so this was a money saver at the time, and I don't see the date on here. I don't remember the magazine. This is from Ladies Home Journal, maybe. This looks like it might have been an insert in a doll magazine, perhaps. There's a fold on it. I'm not familiar with this artist, I don't think. Betty Wells, I believe, is the artist here. Yes. She did a lot of whimsical animals and a lot of delightful details in her paper doll art. And there it is again. Brenda's Beautiful Newport Bride. 1993, I believe, is when we had the Newport, Rhode Island Paper Doll Convention. Look at her exquisite detail. Oh, here we're jumping ahead to the 2009 convention with something from Deanna Williams. This is probably a convention souvenir by Ralph for that convention, I would presume. And this is another convention souvenir. Oh, Potpourri, when was that? I can't see the date. So Brenda was asked, this was 2010, she was asked to do this paper doll book in the style of Hilda Meloche. So it looks a little bit different than Brenda's typical work. Oh, and this is a doll from a completely different set that related to that Vegas convention. Oh, Tracy Williams Christmas card. And another vintage book with cloth-like clothes, and cloth means they're flocked, so they have that cloth-like feel. Did I miss a couple pages here? I missed one page. Oh, the corners are a little bit distressed here, aren't they, on this book? But the flocking sure is fun. This is another book by Norma Lu Meehan for Hobby House Press. Probably early 90s. Yep, 1992. Yeah, her a lot of her books represented fashions from museum collections. So direct research for Norma Lu. Here's another one of Tom's. This was done in 1982. So this was an earlier paper doll book. I think his first book for Dover was done in 1978 or 79. So this is a little earlier. This book is showing its age. It's kind of yellowed. I love fashions of that era. Okay, I've got another big stack here. Let me move the stack over for another batch. Okay. Another vintage book, Silly Bears. I'm not sure if this is just a punch out with stand-ups or if it actually has clothes in it. Oh, come on. That's fantastic, isn't it? Story. Okay, stand-up characters, but no clothes. But a lot of paper doll collectors will collect paper toys. And you know what? I think this is all cut out, so I'm not going to open this. Carolyn Lee. Was this by Queen Holden? It looks like it, but I'm not sure. Oh, how sweet is this? This one is by Queen Holden. Oh, look. The thing's a cute little dolly. And I don't know, can you see this? It's the end of there you go, her raincoat. And look at her umbrella. The handle on it has a little dog face. That's so cute. Okay. Here is another reproduction, Queen Holden from Shackman. I don't think I've seen this one. I don't know why there's a floating head on the back. Look at that. She's holding a fashion doll. Now, that's adorable. A little poodle. Okay, nursery school cutouts. That one's pretty sealed up, so I'm going to move that one aside. And this is a poster print that went around the paper doll world. This is copyright 1994. I've come across a couple of these previously in Sylvia's or Marilyn's collection. More Queen Holden. Look, you somehow put this behind the doll and you can change her eyes to go sleepy. This is a movie star book. I think it might be called Movie Stars, but I don't remember. And oh, look, they've lost some of their feet. This is one I might just have to give away because we're missing too many feet on these dolls. Okay, another nice one by Queen Holden, which I'll just move aside because we still have a lot to go through. More hairdo dolls. You know, paper dolls just went through a lot of gimmicks like any other plaything. And this one was about different hairdos. I might not be able to get this out of the package, so let's see if I can. Okay, here we go. Have a look at this glamour girl and find out what's going on with her hairdo. She's got a lot of beauty products here. And there's her many hairdos. Again, this is a Shackman reproduction of the book that probably came out maybe in the early 40s, I would guess. I would have to look into that. It's nice to see grown-up ladies from Queen Holden because she did so many little kids, and they are lovely as well. Okay, speaking of gimmicks, before we get on to our gang, I set these aside because this box was falling apart, and it's a paper doll on heavy board, and it must have come with different pieces of cloth that you could cut and wrap around the doll to make the clothes. And this is what the cover of the box looked like. And then these were tucked into a bag, and then in the same bag is Snow White cutout doll, patterns and materials to make perfect fitting dresses. So here are jointed paper dolls. This one with no feet, and then patterns and some cloth to, seems you might have to sew these pieces to make the clothes to go on these dolls. So this is another one that's in rough shape. At some point we're going to do an article on these types of paper dolls that use unusual materials. So Lorna, my co-editor, has written an article on our gang, and I should set this aside. I don't know that I have a uncut book. This is by Queen Holden with all the characters from that classic TV series. Let me move this into safety. Okay, 40 Boys and Girls, also a reproduction by Queen Holden. Most of her books were done in the 30s, I would say, and then into the 40s, and I think even through the 50s. I won't open up every one of these, but don't you love the name of this? Tots Toggery. I like that. Glamour Girls. This is the original. We looked at the reproduction, and you can see everything. Well, it's mostly cut out here on the other side. Life size. This is just half the doll. I think when you put it together, it's 3 feet tall. And this is the Shackman reproduction with a punch-out figure. And now we're back to vintage books. And this is another one. I think it's just paper figures and not actual paper dolls. But the colors are really great. And this is an original Queen Holden book. I don't see them come up that often. Maybe because so many of the Shackman reproductions are out there, but I don't tend to come across original Queen Holdens too much. Okay, another stand-up. Oh, it's pretty sealed. If I can get this out of here quick enough, we can have a look at it. Oh, let me give you Pippi Longstocking to look at while we're waiting. Okay, so more beautiful, rich colors. And you can see how all these items are punch out. I think you can see the perforations. Well, this is in super condition. Wow, that is nice. Okay, can we look at Pippi Longstocking? I certainly read those books as a kid many times. I probably had this paper doll book as a kid. This is all punch out. There was an era when pretty much all paper doll books were punch out, maybe 70s into the 80s. This is 1974. Oh, this is just the cover of a paper doll book with other things inside. Whoa, how about that patchwork top for Alice in Wonderland, 1976, I think that says. And this is what the dolls look like. Well, this is adorable. Okay, this is a Pat Fry sheet, one page. And very cute storybook set. Oh, the bowls. So the little girls, Patty and Pam, dress up in all the characters, and look at the spider. This is just delightful. I don't think I have seen this. I love it. Okay, a couple of Little Women books. Amy and Lori, and we have Beth on the back, Meg. I just watched the 1946 movie with Margaret O'Brien and Elizabeth Taylor and June Allison. The Little Women has been paper dolled many times, and I think most recently by Eileen Rudisil Miller for Dover. Here's one of Tom Tierney's books for Shackman, Angels. Angels Through the Ages. These are great big books. Tom really covered just about every topic imaginable. Oh, look, and of course, Little Women again. This is Tom's Little Women. Oh my goodness, let's look at the dolls. Oops, I lost control here. Oh, this is a big book. I don't know if Shackman has ever done a paper doll book with this many pages, really. I don't know what the retail price was. We'll have to see if it's listed. This was probably done, early 90s maybe? Late 90s? I don't know. I'll see if I can find the copyright date. So many characters. Copyright 1995, 96. I can't see very well from my vantage point. And I have just a few more things over here if we want to just keep going through the rest of this pile. Okay, and this is the last of it. Looks like a greeting card, American Girls. They've done their paper dolls in numerous iterations, a lot of times just repeating the same art but different formats. Another greeting card. Oh, paper figures here. Are there paper dolls inside? No, just a playbook, I think. Let's see what's on the other side. Oh, dollhouse. Okay, here we are. Yet another Queen Holden reproduction, one of Lorna's Paper Doll Circle magazines, 1999, from the UK. A few cut sets. This is one of Sylvia's paper dolls. This I have not seen. Well, that's nifty. And, oh, here's a Donald Hendricks souvenir, one of Sylvia's, and then let's see what this is on the bottom. I can't see who did this. I'm not sure about this one. And here's a neat punch-out sheet from Japan with their idea of Western wear and Western ladies. So that's pretty cool. So thank you for sticking with me through all of this. And again, visit paperdollreview.com or send me an email if you see anything that you would like dibs on. My email's info@paperdollreview.com, or I'll have information in the links below. Thank you.